Welcome back. I'm David Gurra. The Trump administration expanded its travel ban on Friday to include 6 more countries. 5 of those 6 countries have large Muslim populations. That means the total number of countries on the restricted travel list now stands at 13. Joining me now is New York Times Homeland Security correspondent Zolan Kano-Youngs, joining me from Washington, D.C. today. Thank you very much for being here. And let's just start with the importance of this. This is something that was reported to be in the works for some time. The president here adding to that list Nigeria, Myanmar, Eritrea, Kyrgyzstan, Sudan, and Tanzania. What are the implications of that? Him doing this set to go into effect here in just a couple weeks.
So there's varied restrictions when it comes to this. For a majority of the countries, it will impact what's known as immigrant visas. So those are visas that are issued to those who are seeking to come and reunite with their family and live in the United States or work in the United States. For 2 of those countries, including Sudan and Tanzania, it will actually impact the diversity visa lottery. And those are visas up to 50,000 are granted per year. And it's a lottery system, and it's meant to go to underrepresented or countries that have people that may not have the best chance to immigrate to the United States. But what this does for those countries that have immigrant visas, or for those countries that will now have restrictions on immigrant visas, what this does is it virtually bans immigration from those countries.
And we're talking about a big country here in particular, Nigeria, talking about a country that's dealt with a lot of sizable issues among its population, Myanmar, in recent time. What's the administration saying about the justification for this? There is what's spoken and what's unspoken. How much detail, how much did we hear from the administration about the addition to this list?
Let's start with what the administration said yesterday to reporters. And what they've been saying. They have said this is a national security concern. They have said that these countries have not risen to the standards expected of the United States when it comes to information sharing requirements, having updated passport systems, such as electronic passport systems, the ability to replace missing passports, or that there is a concern of terrorism in these countries. Now, when you take that explanation, you have to look at what we just talked about. This does not actually impact non-immigrant visas. Non-immigrant visas are issued to those who seek to visit the United States. And many people that I've talked to have questioned, if this is really a national security concern, then why are these restrictions only limited to visas for those seeking to live in the United States? And by the way, those people are vetted much more thoroughly than those seeking to visit the United States.
Zolan, thank you very much for the reporting. We're seeing here the legacy of that Supreme Court decision from back in June of 2018 as we see this next stage taking place. Again, scheduled to take effect on February the 22nd, just a little bit later this month. Zolan, thank you very much for the report.